In this video, we will be discussing the past and present space of the Black House. The discussion will be divided in 3 parts: the history of how the Black House came about, the current use of the Black House today, and the difference between the intent of the Black House and its actual impact on students of all races here at Northwestern.
First, let's begin with the beginnings of the Black House on our campus. In 1965, the Higher Education Act came into effect as a result of United States legislation. The act said, as a part of President Johnson's Great Society, that it would increase federal aid to universities and create scholarships and low-interest loans, spurring colleges and universities to increase the admission of African American and other underrepresented students. The Higher Education Act, in fact, did more than just increase African American populations on campuses.
With a more substantial Black population, all aspects about the Black culture at Northwestern were beginning to be considered. The culture shift across campus sparked a need for changes in human relations, admission rates, financial aid, housing, curriculum, and counseling, as outlined in the Implementation of Black Student Agreement of May 4, 1968.
The agreement, created in October of 1968, was followed by a series of sit-ins across campus, and most well known at 619 Clark Street, also called Bursar's office. This was the first time the administration was faced with this type of student action, and it would go on to have lasting impact, particularly in the push for an African American Studies department and increased African American enrollment.
As for the transformation of the Black House during the 1900s, the house was originally purchased in 1937 by the Board of Trustees to function as offices for NU faculty. Until 1973, the offices were altered numerous times as functioning for the School of Business, the Department of Student Finance, and the Transportation Department. It wasn't until 1973, 5 years after the sit-in, that the building was transformed into the Department of Minority Student Affairs, unofficially called the Black House.
Since 1973, the Black House has been the collaboration location for Northwestern Black students and Black faculty. A quote that defines the purpose of the Black House, found in a book from the Black House, says, "The Black House does not belong to the officers of FMO, to Minority Student Affairs, or to any one group on campus. It belongs to Black students." FMO offices also serve as group and individual study rooms, meeting rooms, and just relaxing. There are very few rules governing the use of the house. Because it is our house, it is up to us not only to enjoy it and use it to its fullest capacity, but also to respect it.
Flyers from over the years have been collected which portray the kinds of events that occur at the Black House and within the Black community. The building is accessible on the first floor, and there are meeting rooms which can be rented out. The friendly staff is safe space trained and is welcoming to the LGBTQ community, as well as for the most part the disabled. New events such as Ferguson and Eric Gardner have brought Black students together to events at the Black House.
Even though the layout and the staff of the building make it quite welcoming to all students, the Black House can be perceived differently by different students. Our discussions with different students on campus have led us to different conclusions. The first group that was uneasy about the idea of the Black House were the students who didn't feel quote-unquote Black enough, or maybe more light-skinned than other Black students. In this case, the simple shade of their skin made these Black students weary about entering the public space of the Black House.
But I still do think of it as home. I come here to do work and just talk to people, so I don't know. It's still like a place I enjoy, but the environment has changed.
Another group that has a different opinion about the space within the Black House is some of the white students. Of the people that we talked to, many had not even heard of the Black House, let alone were interested in using the space. As for the overall transition of the space since 1973, when it was first established, the Black House has allowed an easier transition for the increasing Black population on campus.
The prejudice and dissension throughout campus has changed drastically in the positive direction over the years, which may be attributed to the more welcoming feeling African American students feel here at Northwestern.